again.
Zach. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of PG-13 with Clara and Zach. I'm Clara. Zach's over there with those trees he's going to be inking. This is the show where good old Zach only has 3 shots at swearing, and then he has to give away art to one of our Patreon supporters. So do please support our Patreon, because that means there's a lot of giveaways coming.
Absolutely. Pat just signed the first one for Patrick McNerney.
The first lucky giveaway.
Yes, gets a sketchbook of mine. Basically, it's free swag from me if you sign up from Patreon.
Pretty much.
Not free for me. Okay, this week, there, Miss Clara, we got to read off our Patreons because that's what we're doing for every show, and we actually got a few, which is outstanding.
That's awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Super awesome. I'm going to read through them. I'm pronouncing these incorrectly on purpose, and please accept it as a sign of endearment. Thank you. So, okay. Our first one is my brother, Anthony DiGelianardo. He calls himself Digi. He's awesome. Launches rockets for NASA. How cool is that?
He is.
Yeah, we got Andrew Jackson Brown, who's always fun to interact with on the comments. Philip Jean-Pierre, longtime fan and friend of mine. He uses Centennial Gold. You pushed an ad with him once.
Oh, yeah. He's great to talk to on Instagram as well. He started commenting on my stuff. He's a fun guy.
Yeah. And then we got my favorite name to say on earth, my Catalan friend, Olga Macia. Or would it be Macia? Macia.
Excellent.
She can yell at me online later. Then we got my favorite hero name in fantasy, Kurt Kroll. So... pretty cool, man. Keep up the good name.
Absolutely.
Steve McKay, thank you, sir, for supporting us. Hope you win some art or books one day. And then we got a name for some reason that makes my tongue feel like it has severe nerve damage. Patrick McNerney, which my brain wants to say McNerney. I don't know why. I just want to keep saying McNerney. So, Patrick, always great interacting with you. Glad your book's coming out soon, or at least hopefully, that Clara Meath is attached to.
That's right. The book I drew for him. Special shout out to Patrick, because he was supporting our Patreon before we had any shows released. So he was invested in both of us from the start, which was I found very funny.
That's my favorite fans. I don't do a damn thing and they give me money. So keep that up, fans. So today I'm Clara. Why don't you tell everyone what I'm doing, because you suggested it.
Okay. Well, let me lead with me so that we can end with you and start on that. So I will say I am, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know I am reworking this Angel of Death from Hellboy 2 sketch card I did when it was much smaller. And I'm redoing it for a mini print, and I will probably also be auctioning this one on Instagram, which is something I do from time to time, and it's been successful very often. So I'm optimistic about it, and this piece has gotten a lot of love, which I can't fully take credit for because it's one of those amazing Del Toro designs. But, there you go. And Zach, we decided... Hello. We decided he was going to dip into, for sort of a demonstration, since we try to lead with a lesson. He's going to be working on how he handles trees, which is one of the things he's known for, interestingly enough, because he handles them so beautifully. And I, for one, am very interested. Yes, I really want to see you do the trees.
Yeah, it's according to Mr. Mignola, it's what got me the gig for the Corbin sequel. So I guess I'm doing something right, that it can at least...
That and your ability to imitate Corbin, though, right? Because that's a different... You really branched off for that. That's really not your style so much. You really took it for a spin.
Yeah, you learn them, and then you kind of it's like being hired to play in a really super successful band. You learn their music and then find your places to put your stink on it.
I get that.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, stink.
Stink.
But But yeah, I'm doing some trees today. I'm going to do extreme foreground, middle ground, background, extreme background. Then I'm going to address the molecules of the paper themselves.
Oh, wonderful.
So one by one.
Is this a smooth paper? It looks like a smooth paper you're working on today.
It's semi-smooth, so it's more smooth than rough. That's one thing I like about the Canson. I don't like the softness of it, but it works really well with brush and brush pen.
Okay.
So as long as I'm not doing fire or something that needs the heavy dry brush, I use this by default when I need a lot of texture of varying degrees.
Okay.
I like smooth paper if I don't have to do a ton of dry brushing, because or if I have a crap ton of crap's in the Bible, y'all.
Okay.
I read it. So
I'm just leaving that one on the table. Like, you just deal with that.
Oh, okay. You want me to spin for an hour?
Yeah, just spin for a little bit. I have like actual questions about this, because like last time you tried to teach me trees, I didn't quite get it. And I think that's probably just because I need to practice and keep working on it. But what do you think makes your trees stand apart? Is it just the level of detail, or is it the process you apply? Because I don't even know where to, like, I can look at it and understand it, but I don't know where I would start doing trees the way you do.
The detail on the detail I do for trees is mostly superfluous. So, like, see these leaves right here? That's just creating a noise, a gray noise.
Right.
That your eye is going to interpret it as layers of clustered leaves. So I'll come in, and you'll see this here soon. I'll come in and I'll add some absolutely
budge your paper down a little bit.
Your paper.
Oh, there you go.
Down. So anyways, yes, I was so lofty in my explanations, my paper rose off my table.
It floated away mystically.
So regardless, before Clara rudely interrupted me.
That's me.
This is just, the details mostly noise, and I'll show you.
Okay.
First, I'll also, to your point, I do layers. I almost always set it up in 3 layers, at least 2, depending on what's in the panel. So here's our foreground layer, which is just noisy treetop or bush or something like that, that I would say the camera is picking up a little blurry.
Okay.
I'm just going to build scritchy blacks on that, and I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
And then on about the same layer as this tree, and I'm going to pull out a brush and show you how I do this. And then we'll come back and we'll build up some of these little leaf layers. I'll show you how I do that, okay?
Okay, awesome.
And then I'll fire you.
Oh, okay. Well, you always do.
Oh. You reap what you sow. Okay, everyone. I'm going to pull out, because I shrunk this down. This is a giant panel in the actual comic.
Yeah. I'm just mesmerized by it.
So we'll make it pretty quick. So on the top of this, there'll be a few little, I'm not doing many. I'm using a zebra pen right now for extreme foreground objects, because I can really push it down in there and create these little like jagged spots, which I can't really do quite as much with a natural brush.
Right.
So I'm using it for the geometry fill-in.
Yeah. Yeah, you need shaped thing for that, for those little squidgy marks.
Yes. So what I'm doing is making dark, I'm breaking up a silhouette of a close-up version of all these other leaves that you see, basically.
Okay. Oh.
So we'll just keep doing this. Now, have rhythm to it. Try and create leaves, even if they're solid silhouette, because they're going to create all these little shapes that you can't draw.
Right. And you need to also, and do work like actually study actual trees, because there are specific ways that leaves fan out. They're not just like Lisa Simpson's hair over and over again. You need to like understand the shapes, the way plants sort of frond out and rotate around each other.
Yeah, exactly. You can really tell when people don't do any studying on something, and it's trees. Once you kind of learn how they work, to your point, it gets kind of easy. You can build them up in so many different ways, from completely open ones to complete silhouette ones, and be using basically all the same understanding and applications for the most part.
Yeah.
So
I'm not inking at all. I'm just watching with my mouth open.
pull out a fatty.
Because that was like a medium you had before, right?
Yeah, which is good for certain, like when I'm drawing like leaf angles,
Right.
But I've gotten so good with the gray that I like to keep it going for the most part.
Yeah, man, that was so simple and it looks so organic.
Yeah, and basically, Nick Runge and I talk about this. I'm basically oil painting at this point.
Right.
Using old oil painting techniques for. I'm doing an underpainting that's going to mostly show through, and then you'll see when I come back with white ink how easy it is to pop out a few shapes. And Nick Runge always brings up how I taught him to draw a silhouette and then just like pop out a shoulder or a forehead or a side of a nose, and suddenly you got a 3D object. The mind will fill in.
Right. So, you don't just have a black cardboard cutout of a person.
Correct. All you need is a little. Now, sometimes you need that specifically, but if you don't rely on it. Don't just say, okay, that's a silhouette. Take a silhouette to just like 5% light hitting it, and your mind's eye will literally fill in everything else the viewer will. If you hit it naturally enough.
Yeah.
So
that's the beauty of making art for humans, is like we have this sort of collective visual library. It's very easy to imply what you want them to see.
Both epigenetically, genetically imprinting, and then also, to your point, societal imprinting, what's popular nowadays, etc.
Right.
So you can use all those tools to fool the rods and cones and people's big dumb faces, Clara.
Fool them.
Your big dumb face got fooled again.
Yep. I'm ashamed of my big dumb face and how easy it is to fool.
That's my favorite Who song. Don't let your big dumb face get fooled again.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that was your favorite, of course. How could I forget?
Forget what?
Nothing. I scooped it.
Did you scoop? Am I scooped?
I tried.
Okay.
Cut your joke off at the ankles.
It's okay. I'm used to being hamstrung by you.
I
see it as a term of endearment now, Clara.
Being hamstrung.
Oh, by you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your hamstrings. Oh, wow. Look at that. I look away for 1 minute.
You can build up foreground blurry textures real quick. It's hard to be wrong.
Okay. I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to watch here. This is amazing.
Okay. Okay. Let me start in on this tree. And I'll put a couple clusters of like some weird something else coming out the top of it.
Right. Little twigs and bits, leafy bits.
But on these foreground ones, less detail is better.
Okay.
But the detail you do put in, you have to imply something. You just can't crepe it out. Right. That's also in the Bible.
Oh, pine tree. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like just knowing the different kinds of trees. You recognize that specific level of laziness when someone is not even acknowledging that there's more than one kind of tree in the world.
Yeah, again, and that goes right to my point when I talk to you about how people start getting lazy and they find one successful thing and then they apply it to everything.
Right.
This is how I draw an ear. This is how I draw a mouth. This is how I draw a face. This is how I draw a person smiling.
Right.
You know, it's ETC. ETC. Many ETCs. Moss.
Bunch down a little for the tree. There we go.
Thank you. I gotta look at this darn screen from time to time, huh?
It's a tall panel. It's a tricky one to get in there.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here is drawing a classical northeast pine, but it's very stylized, which is okay if it still kind of looks like what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
Like people. You can cartoon them, but
exactly.
it has to feel like a person.
Mm-hmm.
So on this, I'm almost going full silhouette.
Just sort of the scribble in, building up your areas of dark and highlight very organically.
On this one, no scribbling. This is all lines.
Okay.
This one is a weird little pattern scribble like this.
Okay.
Like, these mixed with those.
The little V's. Okay.
Yeah, those little triangles I assemble for leaves.
Yeah.
Now, those work good for things like maples and stuff like that, which I'm drawing a lot because I used to have this gorgeous maple in my yard till Clara killed it.
Yeah, I killed it with my mind from states away.
Clara was a bad tree girlfriend and made the tree didn't want to be around anymore.
I'm the worst girlfriend to trees ever.
That's what I say. You know, the first rule of improvement is acceptance, right?
Mm-hmm. Is accepting when you're a terrible girlfriend to other people's trees.
See?
Yep.
We've just witnessed the growing moment.
Yeah, I can take
Clara
responsibility for my actions.
Yeah, your tree harm.
Yeah.
You were just a bad person back in the day, at least the trees. You didn't.
Yeah. I broke a lot of tree hearts. What can I say?
Well, you were young. You were trying to find your self-worth.
Yeah.
You know, you thought you loved them, but...
Budge again?
What? No. I don't ever mess up.
No, budge the panel.
So where am I? Okay.
All right, there you go.
Stupid super zoom on this webcam. It's just like, I'm super close. I'm far away. I'm super close.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's works great for my OnlyFans page, but I don't know why it does what it does on this one.
Where you just show off your hands.
Yes. So you think. You won't come to my OnlyFans page, Clara.
No,
not that
I know
you're
better.
invited.
I know better. I've been blocked.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
All these hyper political views you bring to my,
I just get in there and I start yelling about elections.
Yes.
You're trying to wave your hands around and make some money.
Correct. Sorry, everyone. Hey, meet me in the private room. I'll show you all my hands.
You're going to get to see the extra hands.
You ever seen my extra finger? Only on OnlyFans. That's my top tier subscribers.
It becomes like this sideshow platform for people with secret fingers.
You know there's somebody into extra fingers.
Oh, I mean, if it exists, there's somebody into it. I just find it really funny, just the idea of doing that on that platform.
Hey, there's a lot of things you can do.
True.
You can become a sailor if you want. Sky's the limit in life, Clara.
Thank you for giving me permission to become a sailor. Okay, we got the brush out now.
Can we see?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay, there's stupid camera with like zoomed into the DNA of my fingertips here.
We're gonna steal your identity from stealing your fingerprints.
Yeah, the FBI can trace me now.
Yep, they know where you are in your registered home that you live in.
So here's my this is foreground how I do pine, certain type of pine tree. There's several types, but this is the hanging ones that have kind of those long straight needles.
Right. They're really good for mood too. Like really droopy plants create a lot of sort of just tonal atmosphere.
I agree.
Sort of they have a Swamp Thing quality to them.
Don't ever call my plant droopy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you self-conscious about your plant?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
I'll tell all my tree lovers. I don't know. It's weird now.
Every time I used to have to take a shower in the Boy Scouts, I'd hide my tree buildings.
Your droopy plant.
Yes.
You're just carrying a potted plant around.
With a towel around it?
Yeah. Like you have a towel, and also this potted plant you're carrying around also has a towel.
That's it.
It's a very weird sort of Salvador Dali universe where it's normal for kids at camp to carry around potted plants.
What, do you got a small plant under there, bro? What's up? It's okay. Not everybody can have a big plant.
There's only so many.
It's not the height of the tree. It's the... I don't know.
Something.
I almost said something terrible that I didn't know was innuendo, just trying to finish
I know, right?
my tree
something roots.
No, actually, I didn't go that way, you sick-minded weirdo. I was going to go about nut production.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart, but not for this show.
Hey, bro. You're making sense and making people laugh. More fart humor and snorts and burping, please.
Yes.
Sign the production team.
So you're just coming in with the brush for extra texture on the trunk now?
Yeah, so I'm creating a silhouette and underpainting at the same time.
Okay. The branches there.
Yeah, and it's very forgiving, and I'll show you why here in a bit. I'll show the viewers. I'm going to make you turn away.
Oh, okay. You can't verify it, I'm in a different state.
I know.
Oh, okay. Like how we could read each other's moods by the way we type.
Pretty much.
We can.
Like within 3 words, we know exactly the type of day we're having, what happened.
Yep.
If we're getting out of it anytime soon.
Right. Like, is today going to be good or not? Let me check. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, you're in a bad mood so much that it's hard to deal with most days. But, I consider you a charitable project. So,
yeah. Well, I appreciate your incredible charitable generosity.
You like that?
I do sometimes check Instagram when I wake up in the morning just to see when you were last active and try to guess how much sleep you got.
I just thought you were stalking me.
Oh, it's just regular stalking. But yeah, it's me, so it has an extra purpose to it. I have to have like multiple.
It's purposeful stalking.
Yeah, it's very purposeful. That way I can sort of plan.
Yana, I was stalking him for a reason. Listen, Your Honor.
Yeah. It was fully intentional. You don't understand. It's like, yeah, that doesn't like get you off any kind of hook, dude.
No, I always chuckle because when I get up in the morning, I already know you've known the last 12 hours of my existence just by
just by your online footprint.
You know when I went to bed before I went to bed. Long before I'm aware of when I went to bed, usually.
You
went to bed at 12:59 last night, Zach, and you didn't sleep well, so I was curious that I didn't. Okay.
You tell me. You tell me when you're going to bed. And like that one time, what was it? The one time when I was on that podcast and you watched the story at midnight, I was like, what are you doing?
Lots of times it's me trying to wind down mentally because you wound me up so much throughout the day.
It is hard to wind down sometimes. I definitely get that one.
Do you?
I try to avoid screens at night because that just keeps you awake, but sometimes there's only so much you can do.
Do you know why?
It's because of the blue light.
Yes, ma'am.
It stimulates wakefulness.
Science.
Yes, which is why it's so difficult to sleep properly on a spaceship because that's the kind of lights they have.
Science.
Science.
Yeah.
Am I rehired?
Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you. I just have to reference something about science and you're satisfied.
Yes. Gets me all attentive.
Something tree.
Makes me all tree attentive.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Every time I turn away, I come back to something beautiful.
That sounds like a pop song.
Yeah, it does. One of those country songs that the giraffe wrote about Jack Bauer. That's my head is full of that. I was just editing that episode this morning. I was scheduling to upload that. It's like, man, I don't know if we're ever going to do better than that.
Oh, I had the snorts, or as you said, I started out what, salty, sour.
That was the episode where you started in like deep art mood, and we kept that all in because we were talking about how that's a very legitimate thing. Like, art is very hard, and it really beats you down sometimes, and you can have a difficult time with it. And I think it's important to show, that even like we as professionals, we go through that stuff. Like, we're not magic people either. You think
Maybe
when you're on the outside.
I'm perfect.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is because a lot of pros project that this is
right. That it's
fun.
Yeah.
There's fun aspects to it, but the work ain't fun. I don't care how much you enjoy drawing.
Right, exactly. It's hard work, and it gets you down sometimes. So we figured that was a valuable thing to include.
And if I remember correctly, I was a little under the weather.
Well, yeah. Never helps. Looky, that tree there.
So as you notice, it's almost a silhouette,
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of pops of light. So, and obviously you're thinking about your light source when you leave those spots open, those negative white highlights.
Correct.
Okay.
Because, well, of course, yeah. So if you notice, I don't have really anything hitting on the bark on this far right side.
Right.
But the light's hitting right here on the right side of this tree, just a hint. So the lighting would be somewhere,
right about there.
It gives Nelson a little bit of playroom to find that setting sun.
Right.
So there's no hard lighting on this, though I'll be doing kind of like a faux representation of it on the middle ground tree.
Okay.
And with some of the pine needles breaking from up top, as far as the negative, it indicates that it's still, daytime and the sun is above somewhere.
Somewhere out there.
That pesky sun, it's somewhere.
I remember.
Where's that fireball?
Where is he? I'm coming for him.
That fireball killed my family. I'm looking for my brother.
Like, my line, Tales of Trader Joe's. My line at Trader Joe's is I would, we're always like unpacking boxes and breaking them down, like constantly breaking boxes down. And I would always do it very aggressively because that's how I roll. And everyone would give me a hard time for it. And whenever anyone did, I would just say, I hate boxes. Boxes killed my family and burned my village. Because that's the kind of mature nerd I am.
Well, there you go. That's why we get along.
Both equally mature nerds.
What you should have done at the end is just fold or break down all the boxes except one, hold it up, and in a shrieking cry, just say, there can be only one.
Yeah. That was
never explain it. Just run off.
I mean, most
never
people,
even come back to work.
They would have understood that reference. I don't have to explain it, but
No, I forgot your fans are what, 13, 14 years old, all the boys that write you?
No. No. That would be fun if I could actually like have a cool impact on like younger people who are trying to learn. I mean, some of them are young. I don't mean to disparage what I have. It's just that gave me a moment there. Well, no, that's not a thing that I have.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
I'll get there.
My fans are lonely men.
Yeah.
Lonely men need comic books as well.
Very true. Everyone does. I stand up for comics.
Excuse me?
I stand up for comics and everyone needing them.
I agree. So we're almost done with the fat brushwork. Okay. The natural brushwork, rather.
One thing that haunted me a lot, like in school when I was first trying to figure out how to do environments and lighting and everything, was the difference between night and day, just the lighting. Even for interiors, like you still have to do the light kind of different. So that's something I've really noticed in your work, that you're able to use so much black and still have it communicated as daylight with your highlights.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
Yeah.
It's there's no right or wrong way within a within reason. But
Right.
you got to find your truths, and if you explore, you'll find them.
Right.
So I'm going to roll the brush a little here. Can you see?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
And I'm going to create a little noise and blur for fog, tree dust.
That makes so much difference. That's such a tiny effect.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so excited. I want to go do this right now.
Hey, girl, you want to see me roll my brush?
I've been doing, like, you see me do, like, sponging. Like, I'll do it with this little styrofoam thing.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it, too.
Thank you.
You have way more patience than me.
For, like, sponging like that? But you do all that with brush anyway. You make it work.
Yeah, I don't even use a sponge. So a lot of inkers think I have sponge work. It's a mix of dry brushing and splatter and then reduction.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
I give that about an 8.
You like that?
Yeah, it was impressive.
Thank you, Judge. The judge from Ukraine.
What was I even gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, I personally consider dry brush to be one of your, like, strongest sort of key stylistic points.
Yeah.
Just, like, looking at it from an artist perspective, just like the skies you were able to do with dry brush are so strong. I just
thank you.
And things like speed lines and stuff, you create so much texture with them in a way that I feel like I hadn't seen much of prior to your work, but maybe it's just because your work is where I first started really inspecting or knowing what I was looking for.
I thought it was because you were severely cross-eyed.
Well, that also as well.
I wouldn't shame you, but
I am. I can barely see, which is why I can draw all these delicate little feathers.
Yeah, I used to have unbelievably good vision until it was about the 12-year mark. I just suddenly couldn't see shit anymore. Oh,
just one. You might actually succeed this episode.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Because we've got a whole bunch, dude. We've got a whole. What is this, episode 6? We've got a bunch of episodes lined up where you bomb like immediately.
Yeah, I was on some tough gigs during some of these, but hey, boon to the fans, right?
Mm-hmm. Got to keep them happy.
Yes.
So that's when your eyeballs stopped working at the age of 12?
No, about 12 years ago, or 12 years into my career, they started changing, and I had 20/15 vision my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. And then this career now, I can't see anything. I'm legally blind.
Well, I don't think that's true, but interesting. Because you wear reading glasses?
No, I wear for nearsightedness. It's just I'm like 20/65, 20/68.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
like I could drive without them and stuff, but I can't read a sign.
Okay.
You know.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I don't remember my prescription because it hasn't changed in a long time, but I have the best eyes in my family, and I wear glasses all the time.
Uh-oh. Mine just eyeball strut.
Yes, I can brag about my very poor quality eyeballs.
Hi, family.
To the rest of my family.
I see you all. At least one of us can say that.
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, do you hear my dogs?
I hear puppies going off. Probably another human had the audacity to exist inside of your home, huh?
Well, my neighbors, they'll like Blair Ranchero music or big truck. Oh, or somebody knocked something off of something.
Oh, no.
3 big dogs.
Do you need to check, or Meg's good up there?
We're fine.
Okay.
Meg's around. She'll go. She's a qualified vet, so she knows how to beat them properly.
I suppose that's true.
So now I'm finding
her help.
One thing I do on for trees is we do a lot of trail running and walking with our dogs, and I just stare at trees while I'm running.
Oh man, I relate.
You watch me stare at trees while I run?
Well, sure. Again, from states away, I'll give you that joke. But I could also relate to just being fascinated.
You're the worst girlfriend of all time.
I'm trying to be supportive without losing my own train of thought.
That's what makes it terrible.
Fine, I won't support you. I'm going to make my own statement.
I'm trying to pretend to support you.
Fine, just call me
out. So anyways, you were saying?
I was just going to refer again, and we've had conversations about this, real life artist problems, where just everything that physically exists is so fascinating to look at, and you stare at things and you stare at people and it gets weird, and you notice when people change the slightest thing about their appearance and then they think you're into them, and it gets weirdly complicated being a very, very visually oriented person.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I keep telling you no, Clara, but
I am being faithful to my
smoke bomb, window glass breaking. So all you people, I'm gonna now. I normally wouldn't do this at this stage, but I want to show you how I pop them out.
Yes, that's the best part. I'm excited.
Or as Clara says, pop and lock.
Nope, you said that, and you autocorrected.
I didn't say that, actually.
You were the one that said that, and it was not technically what came out.
Zach has fat fingers, everyone.
Yep, some of the best autocorrects and typos you've ever seen in your life. They are very funny.
Yes. Yeah. Nerve-wracking for me.
I forgive you for all of them.
So here's my Mambo Jamba, which is a technical term.
For your wonderful, glorious Posca. Yes! Yes, it's so exciting!
There we go.
Oh, it looks so good!
We now know what gets Clara moving.
I love the Posca. You know I do. I love negative mark making. It's great.
I think I'm the one who introduced you to him, right?
The Poscas? Yeah, you sure did. But everyone knows you have not had any kind of impact on my life or career.
The same.
You don't basically own it right now.
What do you mean own it?
You made it.
I'm the world's nicest boss.
You are.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm a fun boss to work for.
You're a wonderful boss. Oh, look at it. You're building. So again, not just a difficult thing when you start doing this kind of thing is to fight the urge to just sort of randomize, but you are actually trying to make certain shapes. You have to sort of stay within a pattern, or not within a pattern.
Correct. Did you see how I went that way? This is a dot. This is a shape, directional shape.
Mm-hmm.
It's rhythm. It's like playing the guitar.
Right.
You're not always going to have the perfect note. You got to find what works within that song.
Right.
In that moment,
Again, this is another place where you need to understand the shapes that trees make and plants in general, the sort of things they do, the way they reach for the light and spread out, and then you can use that knowledge to make these shapes correctly.
Absolutely. Well said, mon ami.
Thank you.
So now I have, it's not a silhouette anymore, even though it is a silhouette to the eyes when I'm done with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And two, you got to remember when it's colored, it's going to be something with a lot of K-tones in it. So it's going to drop to a black in the mind's eye, a dark gray.
Okay.
And that's one thing you got to think about it. Is this color? You can then use little things like, these are leaves nobody's going to look at, but their mind's going to fill in the volume.
Right. So
I'm getting my dry Posca out because I am a jerk. Come on. Come on, Posca. You can do it, brother. You got it.
You have so much life left in you.
Don't leave me, Pasca. Okay. Now I'm going to add more pine needles. Actually, since this is over here, I'm going to add some sticks.
Some sprigs. I love it so much. You have so much control.
Yeah, people say that about my personality. So thanks for letting everyone know.
I didn't deny.
Well, that's not what you're talking about, huh?
No,
okay, sorry. Now, notice I'm not putting them everywhere.
Right.
So what I think is like, okay, there's the top and it's branching out, some dead stuff, some live stuff. We'll put a little busy area right here, little busy area right there, a little busy area, happy little busy area.
Happy.
I don't think, normally I'd put something in the undercarriage right here.
Yeah.
But that would be more of a background shot. I'll do it somewhere else.
Okay.
But since I put stuff up top, I don't want to put stuff below too. You got to kind of understand, you reach like a threshold almost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing about, you got to learn about your artwork and yourself. When is too much and when is too little.
Yeah.
And instead of just pretending whatever you do is right, find the truth.
Yeah. And don't let it sweep you away. You have to keep thinking about it every step of the way. You got to think about every line.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm
concentrating.
Yeah, to my point, folks. He's thinking about
thank
every
you.
line.
That was Zach asking for a lifeline.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's nice. So this is very fast too. This is
trees. I can. Sorry for interrupting you.
No.
I could do a monthly book called Trees, Motherfucker. That's right. That's 2. I knew I had 2.
That's 2.
Suck it.
You could. Ah! You were so close.
Suck it's not a curse word.
Oh, that's not what I heard. Okay, all right. You still got one.
Oh, you just so want me to lose. I can't even.
Nope. No, you're good.
Give people the old suck it. Now remember, there's rhythm, but you can't make it too repetitive. Otherwise, it creates
a pattern.
Too noticeable of a pattern.
Yes, a distracting pattern. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Patterns are good because you can then, if you understand that, the mind is built to recognize pattern.
Right.
And you can trick it and or utilize it. You're so manipulative, though. That's why I said some can trick it, so you didn't feel left out.
Oh, okay. I feel way better now. That is that's one thing they hit on in school is like you create focal points with the things that, you know, your human eye is going to be most drawn to. So things like points of high contrast or human faces or patterns are the things.
Hands, faces, yeah.
Yeah, your brain wants to look at.
It's going to be drawn to whether or not it's done correctly, so you better put some juice in it, right?
Right. Yeah, don't waste your noisy parts because the eye is going to look at them. Or by contrast, depending on what's heavier in the panel, don't waste your negative space because the eye is going to be drawn to it.
Correct.
I don't think I realized it was fast like this.
Again, I'm painting.
Yeah. And you can't really do it super wrong as long as you're working with the light and you're understanding the planes.
Correct. It's very forgiving.
Okay.
So if you know what you're looking for and what you're going to do, you can almost always hit something close. I mean, it is hard to F up when you're doing this. But hey, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast.
Right.
Some areas are going to be much slower than other areas, and you got to give yourself room to be able to do that.
Right.
Hold on. Here, I thought I was done, but I'm not.
Just when you think you're out. Man, I botched that one.
Yeah, that train crashed trying to choo-choo out of the station. It just fell off the rails right outside the train station.
It didn't even get going. It just flopped over. Just right there on the track.
Oh, humanity!
It tipped.
Clara said a joke. Oh, girl!
Oh.
Okay.
I threw stuff. Ignore me.
Okay. Now I'll come back and clean up some of those white lines with black lines.
Okay.
But for now,
do I hear Superfight coming?
I hear a Superfight because this has to dry a little bit, and somebody needs a beatdown, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. It's good that you can recognize that about yourself.
Uh-oh, Clara's starting to learn jokes.
All right, here we go. I pre-pulled the cards, haven't looked at them. Let's see what we got. All right, here is mine. Oh, no, it's a wild card. It's blank. All right, hold on. I can pull another one.
Clara's a wild card.
Okay, dude. I am Hannibal.
I need to know clarification. The slave that freed himself by his own hand, or the character that eats people with fava beans?
Lecter, the fava beans, and the Chianti.
Very well. I'll allow it. Go on.
I'm Hannibal, but I have no depth perception, and I shoot lightning. It's gonna be. I don't know about that one. All right, and you, Mr. Trees. Oh, again, I pulled all the wild cards. Stupid. Okay, here we go. Hold on.
You're like the person who deals poker and you forgot to take the poker card out, or the Joker card out.
Right. I'm a terrible dealer. Let's see. Okay, you're Jason, which again you're gonna want to specify, but I'll let you do it. Which Jason are you? Am I Jason and the Argonauts, or am I Jason Voorhees? It's up to you. I hand it to you. Well, I gotta wait for you to finish first. I don't like interrupting my amazing. Oh, okay. Superfight compadre. You are armed with a poison-tipped lance, which is pretty cool. That is. But here's the catch. You are handcuffed to a golf cart. Oh. Clara, should you just acquiesce by default? No, you can't attack me with a golf cart. I'm going to eat your face. I'll let you pretend to go your turn. Go. Okay, all right. So you wait, you have to tell me which kind of Jason you are. Which variety of Jason? What am I? I'm Jason that is handcuffed to a golf cart and armed with a poison-tipped lance. Roger. Poison-tipped lance. And what are you? I am Hannibal Lecter. I can shoot lightning from my hands, I assume, and I have no depth perception, which might be a problem, but I'm going to work around it. Okay. I'm Jason and the Argonauts. Oh, okay. That's all right. You are an ancient. I know you're not very illiterate, so. No, it's not really. It doesn't impress me because, like, you're. Oh, way to play off your illiterate. Because you're sadness, hidden shame. Like, shut Clara's up. Hidden shame. Voorhees just seems like a much more capable fight opponent. I'm gonna show you. Why do you think I chose a harder, difficult thing? So you actually earn your victory rather than making all the surfer boys hot and bothered with your snap pea videos right before voting. Hey guys, final vote. Munch. Oh, these snap peas make me so hot. All right. Go. Forget you. Okay. All right. Forget you. All right. I'm Hannibal. Go forget yourself. And they go away crying because they have like a huge memory problem. He's memory shaming me. Anyways, go. All right. So I'm Hannibal Lecter. I do have no depth perception, which is unfortunate, but I can shoot lightning out of my hands. Now, I'm going to accommodate you and your massive handicap of being handcuffed to a golf cart and assume we are on a golf course. Now, I don't know why Jason and the Argonauts would be on a contemporary golf course with one such as myself, a suave, sophisticated criminal mastermind. But here you are. Now, often I wonder in these games, like, why we have a reason to fight each other to begin with, but I have decided...
Hey, motivation. We're storytellers, Clara.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm getting to that. Shut up. I have decided that I want to eat this fabulous historical figure, because that's the sort of thing Hannibal would do. Like, if there was, someone very famous or someone very talented, he would want to eat them. That's how his brain works. So what I'm going to do, because I have no depth perception, but I can shoot lightning, is I'm going to aim my lightning at the ground and angle it towards you so that I can see the path it's taking. I don't have the ability to aim directly at you and hit you because of my depth perception problem, but I'm a resilient, strong person, and I have learned to overcome my disability. So I aim at the ground and I angle it right up at you, and you are just standing there. Now you do have a poison-tipped lance, but I can stay pretty far away from you, and you can't really run because you're stuck to. My favorite part of every show is when you start laughing while I'm trying to.
Sorry, I need to shut up. It's unfair. I just love how you start increasing the speed of what you're talking the more I laugh. Micro machines.
No, okay. So I'm firing lightning along the ground, and I electrocute you violently, and you are also handcuffed with metal to a golf cart, which is also metal. So that doesn't contribute to your survival in any way. Oh no, where do I go from here? And I electrocute you to death. And then you're already cooked, and I come over and I eat your face.
Cool. Am I well done, or what does Hannibal Lecter eat it?
I think he's being I think he wants the full, sort of ancient.
He's Chianti guy, so medium rare at the most, right?
Yeah. He wants that ancient world flavor still in the meat. Yeah. So he's gonna do a light braise, on the outside sort of thing.
All right. Well, you said one thing correctly today.
You're welcome.
So, okay, you an illiterate Hannibal Lecter. First of all, you've already lost the fight because Jason from Jason and the Argonauts is not a historical figure. So,
excuse me, a mythological figure.
I remember you being done.
Oh, well, I remember you being. Oh no! Ah!
Don't worry, your little boy toys are going to be coming out. Seriously, Clara, I think you won because Jack, he always uses technicalities and he babbles on and he's not. I would never talk over you when you were playing Superfight. In fact, I default to you every time. Hi, Clara, love me.
I was about to say, I remember you being a gentleman, but I realized that was not true and I couldn't say it.
Oh, so I'm Mighty Jason and the Argonauts. Oh, yeah, I'm just Jason from the Argonauts, sorry. But you got to remember, you've already lost because I'm blessed by the Greek gods, Clara. I can't lose.
True.
I'm basically a Joseph Campbell story. You're in my story. It's weird that you think you could win this fight, Mr. Hannibal Lecter.
But we're in contemporary times. There's a golf cart, and an equally mythological figure, me, Mr. Lecter.
Oh my gosh, the daftness is breathtaking. But
you're charming.
We're in a fight, woman.
Yeah.
Anyways, the gods have transported Jason. This is his Jason and the story of the transported golf cart. But what you don't understand, I'm chained to the golf cart, but Johnny Knoxville is driving it. Man, does he have a mean whiskey drunk going on right now. So, I have my harpoon, right?
You have a poison-tipped lance. Hold on, I need to clarify. Are you in the golf cart?
I'm riding on top. You didn't say where I was chained. No, so I have one of each of my hands chained to the front top of the roof of the golf cart.
You're like spread eagle on top of this golf cart?
No, not spread eagle. I have like my feet hanging on my big giant Jason and the Argonaut toes hanging over the front of it. I'm chained to the side, so it's actually like it's what's called a tack eagle formation.
Okay.
Cannibals never know this. They're always susceptible to this attack.
I accept my cultural vulnerability.
Okay, you're welcome. So
cannibals never know this.
Nah, they're too busy picking out a Chianti, damn it.
We never know these things.
So just a few less hours of Chianti choosing a day, and all the things you could get done, you stupid cannibal.
I could be such a wiser cannibal.
So, anyways, how are these trees coming out?
Oh yeah, let me check. Oh, they look so pretty.
Grazie. Okay, so all my foreground trees are done. Let me see how to beat up my wonderful friend here real quick.
Okay.
So even though I've already won the fight because you're in my story and I'm blessed by the Greek gods, and the movie's about me, I mean, why would they spend all this claymation budget on this fight if I wasn't the winner?
Yeah. Did you bring any of those little clay skeletons with you?
Oh my God, Clara, you impress me.
I'm not that young.
Yeah, I forgot. You're old, boring soul.
An old soul.
So anyways, Johnny Knoxville, while screaming wildly on a whiskey high, maybe, I don't know, a rail or 7 of Coke, is driving this cart wildly at you, wildly from side to side, doing 360s, confusing you.
I still have lightning.
It doesn't matter. That's how I'm the winner of the story. So your lightning has no effect. Have you ever seen Jason and the Argonauts die from lightning attacks? Once. Name once.
Right now.
Nice try. So
I had to try.
So basically, while you're choosing a Chianti, I drive by
on a golf
and
course.
This is humiliating because I have no pants on, which is weird. But time travel works with no clothes, which I learned in a movie. It's science.
Oh, right. Was that movie Terminator?
Yes. And science. So I'm already, if you've seen that Terminator, how they send you back in time, they use lightning anyway, so lightning doesn't affect me, Clara.
I'm pretty sure that's a different kind of lightning. I'm pretty sure they don't just go outside.
You're going to have to show me the paperwork. You're trying to win on a technicality.
During a thunderstorm and get
you're just mad I'm not babbling.
And it transports you to a different time. You think those times when I asked you that very interesting story about when you almost got hit by lightning a couple of times, that you would have been transported to a different time?
Well, I wasn't hit directly, and I was transported to your time to bother you.
I was transported 2 seconds into the future.
See, there you go. So anyways, we drive by, and you think we're just going to do a drive-by harpooning, but
on a golf course.
Wait, my hands aren't. But the thing is, I've been trained to. Few people know this, but bear with me.
What nonsense are you going to make up this time?
It's the classy type of explanations here come to know and love from Zach Howard. So,
go for it.
Few people know the butt cheek clench strength of Jason from Jason and the Argonauts. He comes from a fine family of butt clenchers.
Well, they did do a lot of running sports.
There you go. So he has fine athletic butt clench powers, and just to humiliate you, he's holding the spear with his harpoon with his butt cheeks.
You throw
tenaciously holding on to it, yet seemingly at ease, which is confusing to you.
Because I have no depth perception.
That's it. You're like, where is the harpoon being held?
I don't understand. That's my hand.
There you go. And then I just walk up and poke. I just do a little slice in you because it's poison, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I watch you writhe and die.
Or I wreathe. I can also wreathe.
I'll wreathe and I'm going to make you wreathe.
So hold on. I thought you were careening past at high speeds. How do you give me like a delicate little nick with this?
No, I said you would think that. We're going to do a drive-by harpooning. But Johnny Knoxville spins out in an epic 840-degree spin. The car stops. And my handcuffs break. I fly through the air butt first, and I'm grabbing my toes.
Hold on. You became unhandcuffed. That's completely outside of the cards.
No. This is the Greek gods are involved now. They unshackled me during the fight. And this is only for humiliation reasons. I've already won, Clara. I'm Jason from Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
What, are they going to kill the star? What, are you watching Jason and the Argonauts and you're like, oh, I hope Jason wins?
I'm the star of my show, too.
What's your show?
Really anything involving Hannibal. Now, you can make the argument that that's not true, but we all know we're watching it for Hannibal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, maybe I'm really into Clarice.
Clarice is one of my favorite literary characters. I identify with her very strongly, and I still watch it for Hannibal.
Huh. Well, I'll let you have your weird cannibal fantasies.
I'll let you be
go back
wrong.
to my humiliating thing, but we stop it, and I just put the littlest nick in you, right, literally dead center in your chest.
No!
And then I watch you die. So
a really aggressive poisons where I like seize and froth, and it's really terrible.
Yes, it basically gives you the hantavirus.
Ugh. You're mean.
I watch you bleed from your orifices, and then I run away because it's gross.
And then you go back to your own time. But then you realize...
Your lightning, the thing is, has a delayed reaction. It sends me back in time, which the Greek gods knew, and all along, and that's part of the lesson. And you don't know what the Greek gods had and planned, and blah blah blah. And the claymation budget for my next movie is increased.
Well, I was gonna say you realized too late you had trapped yourself because I was the source of lightning, and lightning is how you're gonna get home. But I guess the gods are just gonna pull you out, Deus Ex Machina.
What did I say? It's a delayed reaction. Lightning doesn't work on me immediately. It's always delayed.
Lightning doesn't work on me immediately.
Yes. Science.
It's a good bold claim. All right. Well, the people will vote. They have been voting. By the way, folks.
Yeah, they've been voting for Clara.
Okay, you've won one so far, and I've won one so far. So I think it sounds incredibly fair.
One accuracy and one travesty. I agree, Clara.
As fair as possible at this point. And I wanted to reiterate, folks, you are welcome to volunteer to do fan art for the winner yourselves. You just got to wait and see what the votes say as to who wins. The
bad MFer that rapped the Blacklist Underground, he drew our first fan art, in fact.
That's right. Yeah, well, that episode is going up next week.
That was one of the episodes I won, and then 7 of Claire's boyfriends came in and saved the day last minute.
I won by 1 vote.
Well, you have more boyfriends than me. One more.
I mean, that does sort of make sense.
What are you talking about?
Let's check in on the state of the trees because we're coming up on an hour.
Oh, I thought the state of my boyfriends.
Thank goodness.
Dodge that one.
Because I would have to admit they were all dead in my backyard.
Anyways, we're getting married. Move on. So I'm going to make leaves now because my love for Clara is leaving me.
No.
The longer we fight. My my 0.5 is a little clogged here.
That's what you're doing. What are you doing when you hear the loud slamming in the background? Are you just...
I'm lovingly beating the shit. No!
Oh! Oh, you were so close, dude. We were just about to wrap. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. You did such a good job.
Damn. Okay.
It'll be better
next time. These motherfucking leaves with this fucking pen with my goddamn fingers to make you motherfuckers happy. You sons of bitches. Well, at least we make my wonderful, lovely assistant choke, which we know that's what you should be doing to your assistants, making them choke on whatever they're drinking.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's a Hannibal Lecter thing.
Or just on air, as I am just like choking on air when you make me laugh.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm pissed. I was so good and I got relaxed. You relaxed me. I was good until you fucking relaxed me.
See, that was my long con, right? I'm just kidding. I don't get anything out of this.
Oh, this is the only joy you get in life.
Is watching you fail.
No, Zach, I really enjoy watching you fail. I love the show.
So again, these are just like more squiggly marks, and you're just you're creating shadow and highlight with your dark shapes and the spaces you leave open.
Wait, say that again.
I'll just start with the squiggly marks. This is more squiggly marks, and you're creating forms with it.
Yes. Yeah, they're kind of leaf representations that I've developed. So it is scribbles, but they have form and pattern to them.
Right.
But overlap in really in ways. There, Zach, grab the right tool.
I'm sorry, you were so close.
Yeah,
you're gonna be that much better next time.
Yeah. It's okay, everyone. I'll take it out of Clara's pay.
Oh.
So I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm so angry at myself. I'm angry because I beat you at Superfight so easily. But
I'll try to be more challenging in the future.
Thank you. I'm glad you're that giving.
You know me. So what is your, do you want to finish this one, or because we're at an hour, you can do like, do you want to do like a wrap up takeaway of the tree lesson?
Not really.
Okay.
What I want to do is just finish maybe a section of leaves or something.
Okay. I will keep sketching away at this guy here. And this one is from, this is from the Cape. Cape Fallen is a sequel to the Cape. I do like the art in the second one better.
It's the best book I've ever drawn in my life.
I agree on that for sure.
But, sorry, I don't mean to bum everyone out. I'm concentrating. I'm not fuming anymore.
No, you're good.
Don't tell me when I'm good.
You're terrible.
Don't tell me when I'm terrible.
All right.
Just sit there quietly and cry.
Here's my little feathers that I've been working on.
Okay, so let's show all the peeps. We'll do a few more squiggles. Okay, humans. Am I in camera? There we go.
Yep, perfect.
So I will finish the leaves just in this section here.
Okay. Getting like full-on Jurassic Park vibes from this foliage.
I thought you meant for my constant roaring.
Oh, or that. It contributes.
Bro, you roar constantly. Bro, I like your roaring.
And those little clusters, a lot of those were there to begin with. You put those in first, some of them.
Some. But I kind of know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Don't just willy-nilly things. That's the biggest lesson.
Right.
I'm glad you brought up studying trees. I study the living shit out of trees.
Yeah.
And now I'm not a biologist to the point where I can start really discussing, or an arborist or whatever, to where you can really start getting into it. But I know the shapes. I know which regions have more common trees. I know which trees look better in front of other trees, and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a good mix here. A variety in your combination here.
And the key is not to make them static.
Right. Which is surprisingly hard to do if you haven't worked on that before. That's something I really struggle with because, again, it's so easy to fall into just pattern because that's what your brain wants.
It really does. That's why Clara goes to sleep kissing a picture of Keanu Reeves from Tiger Beat every night. Same pattern, no matter what.
Yeah, I definitely have lots of Tiger Beat just under my bed.
Cool. Totally, Clara.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing from my era.
Tiger Beat?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. You're 13 years old here.
Something like that. Flip those
I like
numbers.
how you play both sides. You're like, I'm so old. I know things. And then you go, Tiger Beat. What? Huh?
I'm trying to yes and you, and you just keep coming back at me.
What'd you do, Tiger Beat? Huh? So, okay. That's enough sticks, right?
Yeah, they look
You're
good.
You're the stick authority. That's what they pay you for. So,
Stick master.
Stick master? Sorry, I didn't know it. I didn't go to college for stickology, so.
Yeah, get my title right, dude. I have a degree.
And another time I want to show everybody how to do background trees. Really easy.
Awesome. Well, shall we just save this one for that and we'll do it next time?
Well, for this. Oh, wait. What'd you ask?
Should we save this panel and just finish it next time for the background trees?
No, let me just finish this thought real quick. But yeah, we can. Well, there's not enough for background trees really in this panel. Okay. We'll do another panel sometime on trees. We'll circle back and do trees yet another day.
Okay.
So now I find light.
Okay.
Leaves. Who's making that noise?
Oh, can you hear that? So my apartment is right next to the laundry room on this floor.
I was gonna say, Claire's excited about some tree work here, guys.
It's a very soothing in the middle of the night, but it does kind of go all the time because it's just one on laundry room for the whole floor.
Ugh.
I don't mind. It's one of those home sounds,
Sounds good. But as you can see, I start building sticks and stuff.
Sticks and stuff. Just those little woodsy, organic textures.
Yeah.
There's dust and sort of grit and plant dander and everything.
Bark and shadow and detritus, tree detritus.
Did you say detritus?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Whatever. Oh. Voila, voila, voila.
We got some Zach Howard sound effects.
Pew.
Pew, pew. This tree is shooting.
So there you go. And I can come back and put a few edges on that white stuff, and I'll put like a rim on the bottom of a branch or something, and I'll just create layers. In conclusion, Clara lost.
Time will tell.
No, I felt a little weak today. I had to think while I was drawing. That's why he chose this, because he knew I have to think. Didn't know you were going to get me to think, Clara. Your secret weapon.
I definitely didn't just want to see. Oh, you use those too? I have Becky Cloonan recommended those, and I never got much use out of them. Those roller jelly ones.
It depends what you're using them for.
Okay.
Like if you use them in a very stupid way, they don't work, Clara.
Oh, okay. See, I figured out my problem.
Oh, we did together. That's the important thing.
We discovered together that Clara was
all your problems. You and I figured them out. And then I put little pine nuts in here.
Beautiful.
You like that? There we go.
Page.
Zach was kicking all the ass and then derailed himself. Sorry, everyone. I try to be perfect.
It looks
Clara
what are you
flusters
apologizing
me.
for? It looks
What now?
great. What are you apologizing for?
Because I cursed.
Oh,
You
yeah. Yeah.
Didn't know you were going to get me to curse. Man, I was doing well.
You were doing really well. But look, you drew this beautiful tree panel, and people got to learn about it, and I certainly learned on it.
Things to grow on.
Mm-hmm. For everybody. Do, 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 do.
Hi, I star in Friends. I effed up. So now you see me in a public service announcement. Don't smoke and beat your children.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to PG-13. We're leaving. Bye-bye. This is
Bye-bye.
Clara. Say hi, Clara.
Hello, everyone.
Should have said bye.
Bye-bye.
And Mrs. Clara's mom, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible man. Your daughter's awesome. I'm so sorry. This is PG-13. Clara wants to say something real quick.
You're welcome, everybody.